what part of Mildred would you say will stay with you, and what can we learn from her?
I think the power in your dream is something that stays with me. You know, she was in her bliss. It's funny, her last name is Bliss, but she followed her quote unquote bliss, you know, and she believed in it. She believed in herself enough to keep going no matter what. And like when she was told no, she'd just be like, okay, pivot. You know, she wasn't like, no, collapse. She was like, no, I'll just take the bump and get back up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think in a lot of circumstances, especially when you're trying to achieve goals and dreams, like there's usually two distinct voices. There's the one inside of you that you want to do something, and then there's like the world that's like, yeah, it's never gonna happen. Like, and you can either choose to listen to the world or listen to yourself and see what happens. And Mildred just continued to listen to herself instead of listen to, society telling us that women shouldn't wrestle, you're never going to draw money, it's not going to be legal, all those things. And she just kept doing it because it meant that much to her, and she believed in herself. So I know it's the age-old cliche, like believe in yourself, keep going, but there's a reason it gets said, and it's a theme that people will continue to put in, I think, stories from the start of time to the end of time, because it's just part of the human experience. If you really want something, you have to want it more than anything else, and be willing to go as hard as it.
Yeah.
And there's still no guarantees, but at least when you're on your deathbed, you can look back and be like, I gave it my all, instead of passing with regret, which I feel like is like all of our worst nightmares.
Yeah.